So we're 1 week into a 3-week imposed isolation period. Potentially it's going to go on a lot longer. So what do you do? Well, what you need in this time is a routine. You need a routine. You need something that keeps you focused, keeps you grounded, gives you foundation for each day. If you've got routine, you've always got something to fall back to, and that's important. It's probably more important now than it ever has been. And you know, I can't speak for everyone else, but I can speak for myself. That my routine hasn't really changed that much. I'm not much of a socialite, so I don't go out much. And the odd occasion that I do venture out, it's generally just with one other person. So I don't really miss social contact. I've obviously got a partner, so we share sort of that interaction. And the social media, the internet gives you the news and the feed that you might want in terms of that, so you don't really need anything else. What you do need is something to occupy your physical time. Your physical brain needs routine, otherwise you kind of become lost in all sense of time. It's quite strange actually that you would think that because you've got nothing to get up for, that you know, you'd lay in bed till 10 o'clock and you'd go to bed at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, but not for me, because for me it's important that I go at the same time. So you know, my day ends at 9:30 pretty much every day. I might have a shower or go to bed on a shower, because I'm not a morning shower person, but my day ends at 9:30, and that's when I'm heading to bed. So I'm, you know, 9:45, 10 o'clock the latest, I'm in bed. And I may watch a bit of watch a few videos, catch up on a few bits on my phone while I'm in bed, but generally by 11 o'clock the latest, phone's down, and I'm trying to get to sleep, because you know, that's me. I do that because normally my cat comes and wakes me up about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, so I've had 4 or 5 hours of hopefully undisturbed sleep, and yeah, once he gets me up at 5, pretty much then I'm just nodding till whenever. So then I'll get up whenever I need to get up, which could be any time between 7 and 9. This week I'm pretty much getting up between 7 and 8, 7 and half 8, and that's without even trying. I like to be up. Normally I'm not leaving the house till 9:30. So if I'm leaving the house at 9:30 and I've got to be somewhere for 10, I need to be up at 7:30, generally, to give myself 2 hours. So I'll get up, obviously do usual things, have a wash, brush your teeth, get dressed. Then I'm downstairs, see to the fire. If it's that time of year, the fire needs cleaning out. The cat's tray needs clearing out. Any pots. And then make breakfast. My breakfast is porridge, which I add usually a blend of seeds, and just bog standard cheapo Lidl or Aldi porridge, about 50 to 75 grams of that. Tablespoonful of mixed or chopped nuts. And then everyone knows what currants or raisins looks like, and a handful of those thrown in. That cooks for roughly about half an hour. Sometimes in that half an hour I might do a few press ups, a bit of exercise, you know, whatever else that might need doing in that time. Might just check on my phone while I'm stood here. But that's my breakfast. That's been breakfast for a long time, and it's a fair old portion. I don't think you can see that, but that's a fair old fair old pan of porridge, and I eat all that. And that'll take me a good half an hour to eat as well. That sets me up for the day. It sets me up for the morning. I should get me through till 12 o'clock. It's about 8:30, 8:45 at the minute. It's 8:55. So that'll set me up pretty much for this morning. But it sets me up for the day as well. It's a good balanced breakfast, and fuels the old system, keeps me going. So once I've eaten that and done whatever I've done, the missus might be up about 10, so it's a cup of tea and a chat, morning chat, see what's gone off in the world, internet world. We have different friends or associates on Facebook. I don't really associate with people on Facebook anyway, but we'll chat and catch up about the evening or the morning's news, what's new. I'll have checked my emails and may have decided that I'm going to carry on writing a bit about my book. I'm trying to do that at the minute. But then I'll set myself a task for the day. Now that task is not a day's task, it's not at the minute. It's sort of 2 or 3 hours. It's 2 or 3 hours max. 2 or 3 hours, that's preparation, actually physical effort, and then tidying up, that's a whole lot. And it's important you sort of limit it to 2 or 3 hours. So if I were going to decorate this whole room, this is quite a large room, this kitchen, as you can see, I wouldn't decorate the whole lot in one day. I'd probably concentrate on that grey wall at the back for one of my tasks. Another one I might do the beams in black above my head. Another day I might do the white bits in between. Another day I might do the wall with the clock on, So I would break this room down into individual tasks, and just complete one, and concentrate on one, no distractions, concentrate on one, get all my tools, get everything that I need, and that's kind of what I would do. And I think that's important, because if you try and do too much, you end up stretching yourself too much, and then before you know it, you've hurt yourself, or you've overdone it, or you've got no means of escape. We're only supposed to be going out once a day, so it's not like you can, I need to get out of the house and go for a scream, or go round the park and have a kickabout. You can't even do that. So it's important that you limit that task just to 2 or 3 hours, and that's the physical aspect of it. Of course, after that, once I've done that, then you're looking at tea time anyway. Tea time for us is any time from sort of 3:30, 4 o'clock onwards, depending on what's happening in our day. And that takes you around to about 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, then we sit and watch Netflix till about 9, 9:30. And so in between that, there's obviously, you're making drinks, feeding the cat, cleaning up, general domestic chores. Your usual ablutions that you need to do. You check your post. Me and the missus have been going for a walk around about sort of 2 o'clock. So I've been trying to get my tasks out of the way for 2 o'clock so we can go for that walk. We tend to spend an hour doing that, and that's just to get out of the house. Excuse me. And because I think it's important, especially while the weather's nice. So that's my general day. Now, if I had a hobby, building models, painting soldiers, painting in general, learning guitar, I would probably fit in maybe an hour of doing something like that. Like I say, I'm writing at the minute, so I've got 3 weeks at this. So at the minute I've got about 2 or 3 jobs that I'm kind of doing at the minute, which one's decorating, which I'm working my way steadily, methodically through. The other one is writing, and one is doing my flat roof. Got a bit of a leak on the flat roof, and yeah, pretty much just spread the jobs around. Like I said, I don't really have a hobby as such. Writing's probably my only hobby, but that's pretty much how my routine works, and that's important for everyone. And when you sort of break it down like that, and the other important thing is to slow your tasks down. So don't, deliberately slow the task down. It's different. I'm very impulsive, very much like ADHD. I'm just like, whoa, a headless chicken. So I'm having to sort of pace myself, which is difficult, but it is possible, but frustrating at the same time. But I'm having to pace myself and kind of slow tasks down deliberately, and that way you enjoy it a little bit more as well. Because I think that's the important, is don't do the task because it's a burden, do it and enjoy it, sort of savour the moment. I think the saying is be mindful of it. So when you go for a walk, be aware of the birds and things. Don't just go for a walk. And we do anyway. I always do anyway. I can't help it. I take everything in. It's you hear the strangest of sounds and everything, and it's even more relevant now because there's less traffic, so you can concentrate on the sounds of nature. The wind blowing through bushes and things that you just didn't notice before. It's quite strange, really. So I suppose it's my advice, just generally what I do. I'm going to wrap it up there because I think 10 minutes is long enough for anyone to rabble on. But yeah, give it a try. Catch you later.